Hi everyone. I'd like to introduce you to someone. You probably recognize this wonderfully chiseled face. It's all natural, never been tampered with once surgically. It's our Caroline. Jeffrey, yoke up, yoke to Jesus, 2-ton, divergent, spoiled toddler. His wife, Caroline, his 4th wife. Jeffrey's been married 4 times before. I think alcoholism created quite a few issues in his previous marriages. Not that I'm divulging anything here that is not what we would describe as common knowledge, since these individuals are more than willing to share their lives with all of us. So, ultimately, I suppose, because of their free view, or laissez-faire view with regards to their own personalities and personal details, we're all allowed to comment, aren't we? Caroline, listen to this, please.
Marshall. Is talking, and he says, and supposedly Obama signed, or is going to sign this bill today. It says, he says, and they could start taking a look at Christian non-profit ministries and telling them if they want to be tax exempt, they can't speak hatefully about other groups, he suggests. That would be defined as not criticizing Islam or not being critical of the homosexual lifestyle. Those are just a few of the ripple out effects, he says. Parcel contends that an examination of the motive behind the hate crimes...
Right. We'll stop it there, because you read very badly, Caroline. Your husband's just as bad, and supposedly you both have degrees. I don't quite know what that says about the American college system, but you both read very badly, and I find it very difficult to listen to individuals who read badly. It also makes me wonder slightly that if you read so badly, then how it might ultimately affect your biblical interpretation, not to mention the varying techniques that one might endeavor to adopt when analyzing particular texts, especially contextually, which, as far as I'm aware thus far, is a word that simply you people have no idea exists. However, it is intriguing, Caroline and Jeffrey, that there's one very, very important thing that we have to say and talk about. Caroline, you openly admit to leading a lesbian lifestyle for 14 years, which would include, I imagine, mutually beneficial emotional relationships, oral sex, penetrative sex, I imagine. It's a very long time. You probably drunk more vaginal fluid than I've had hot cups of tea in my lifetime, Caroline. And yet, you expect the world, whether they're gay, whether they're bisexual, whether they're straight, whether they're Christian, whether they're Muslim, whether they're Buddhist, whether they're atheist, whether they're agnostic, whether they're believers in space alien races, to believe your bilge. Do you really think, is your world so secluded, so limited to your very small religious fanatical sect on the internet, that you genuinely believe that the world believes you, that you're no longer a lesbian? Caroline, I'm sure, if I'd offer you this challenge, I'm sure, since your husband loves challenges, I'm sure if you were to enter into a battery of cognitive testing, clinical psychology, personality trait testing, or psychiatry, personality, individual differences, etc., and looking at the statistical variances that take place within those particular tests to see whether or not you fall neatly into the general picture of a lesbian. Well, I bet you £1,000, Caroline, that you will be described by professionals, highly trained professionals, as being a lesbian. Now, I'm wondering why you and your husband are so wholeheartedly determined to attack minorities on the internet. You see, yes, I mean, I understand it's a good plan if you wish to build some sort of cult or some sort of even ideology, in the sense that you select weaker minorities within the culture and you, I suppose, victimize them or scapegoat them, and ultimately everyone else will tend to support you, etc., in that endeavour and lend you support. But over 3 years of existing on the internet, what do you really have to show for it, apart from more worry lines and an absolute destruction of all semblance of credibility? I know why you're on the internet, Jeffrey, Caroline. You're on the internet because no one else, even within your Bible-thumping American Bible Belt community, will go near you. They won't go near you because you're a lesbian, and lesbians are hated in your neck of the woods, aren't they, Caroline? And even the religious aren't willing to buy or accept your lie of no longer being one. It's a joke. You're a joke. Your husband's a joke. It's pathetic. It might actually work if you attempted to do something charitable. Change people's lives. Perhaps veer away from the very problems that you have in your own life, being sexuality. Perhaps if you helped orphans or went on missionary journeys abroad. But no, ironically, you shovel salt all day. And you project your own contained sexuality at the rest of the world and judge everyone else. You're pathetic. And it's about time you really started to believe that you are pathetic. Have a good day. Bye for now.